Okay, so I'm going to share my screen with you as soon as I remember how. You can watch the PowerPoint or not. It's completely up to you. Um, I mean, whatever makes you feel more comfortable. I'm just a visual person, so I have a hard time like just listening. But I know with littles around, sometimes that's hard too. So essentially, what is coaching? I am the founder of the team Inspiration Nation. So you'll hear a lot about that, but we're a part of an even bigger team called Misfit Republic. So we kind of have the cool like feeling of like a really small, tight-knit community, but then we also have like the big team that is there for support for us and to help us along the way. There's tons and tons of trainings, even further than beyond just Inspiration Nation. There's like tons with Misfit Republic. I don't know if you remember when I went to Arizona this last year, but I got trained by Andrea Crowder, and she is one of the founders of Misfit Republic. She is one of the top coaches across the nation. So it's really cool that we're still like close enough to, those people that we can learn from them, but yet we still have our own little like small community as well. So it's not overwhelming. You've seen my pictures, I'm sure, before. This is right after I had Atticus, down to after I finished with the 3-day refresh. So I did, in that time period, I did 21-day fix, 21-day fix extreme, country heat, core to force, and then 3-day refresh. And the thing is after I had Dahlia, I lost 41 pounds, but I did all of it with 21-day fix. So by the time that I had I did not want to do it 100. Like I was just kind of tired of 21-day fix. So I really wanted to just be able to do different things and see if I could still get the same results, which was pretty cool. Some of my story, and I know you know some of it, but I've kind of been all over the board. I have a syndrome called PCOS, which causes obesity. So I've battled anorexia and bulimia, both of them, and honestly binge eating as well. And if we're just going to be completely honest, in college, I would call it drunkorexia. Drink beer so you don't eat so that you don't gain any weight. It was a really healthy time in my life. But anyways, after I had Dahlia, I knew I didn't want to struggle with the same eating problems I had before, because I wanted to be a good example for her. I wanted to live a healthy lifestyle and be able to teach her how to eat healthy, so that she wasn't worried about the number on the scale and things like that. But I didn't know where to start. So my sister Sherilyn actually asked me if I had thought about coaching, because I also wanted to quit my job. And I was like, I'm pretty sure that's a scam. She's like, no, it's not, And when your sister tells you to do something, you just trust her. And so I started, like I said, with the 21-day fix, and it really teaches you portion control and a balanced diet. And I also realized that I could do this and make money. I had my first challenge group. It would have been January of 2015. And I literally just put my before and afters on Facebook, and a couple people bought challenge packs, and I did this little challenge. I literally made it up as I was going along, because I had no idea what I was doing. But people were losing weight and like feeling good about themselves, and women just like messaging me like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I have energy to keep up with my kids. And I was so encouraged and so excited about it that I was like, oh my gosh, I need to figure out how to do this and like help more people. I was just like, I got that addiction to helping people, and people just really getting excited about their own health and fitness journeys. And I was like, if I can be this excited about just a handful of people getting results, then I really need to figure out how to help more people. And so I dove into coaching, and like I said, the Misfit Republic was awesome with just resources of teaching me how to get started with that and how to make money. So I shared with you guys in my post that I was making $35 a week babysitting. So after I worked at Indiana Wesleyan University, I decided to quit my job because I was going to be gone for my child 11 to 13 hours a day. And that was just too much for me. I was like, I did not go through all this infertility issues to finally have a baby and not be able to spend time with them. So I quit my job and I started babysitting, and it was terrible. I hated it 100%. I realized even though I'm a foster mom and I love my kids, babysitting is way too hard of work for the little money that you get paid. So I was making $35 a week babysitting 2 kids. It wasn't like full-time babysitting, but it was enough to make me just hate it. But I knew if I didn't start making money that I was going to have to go back to work. I knew financially I could not do it on my husband's construction income and being a pastor. So I calculated up how much I had to make for us to survive. And at that time it was $1,000 a month. And so started in January. And my first month, I want to say I made around $200. And I hustled. I worked hard. Like, I'm not going to tell you that it was just like, oh, here, easy peasy, make $200. But I continued to work hard, and I have since then. And so, as you saw, $945 was just my paycheck this last week. And we'll get into a little bit more how you can make money and how it grows as you go, as long as you're consistent and you work hard. But as most of you know, I have 3 kids under 3. So when I say I work hard, I do work hard. But a lot of the things that I do for coaching are for me. It's not necessarily things that I already do, if that makes sense. So I try and spend an hour a day coaching. Sometimes it's more than that. And I'm going to be honest, there are days that it just doesn't happen at all. So it is something where if you are willing to work consistently, at least an hour a day, it is possible to make money as long as you do the things that I will train you to do. So what does a coach do? Perfect example. Okay, so you're going to share your journey on social media. If you follow me at all, you know that I do talk about coaching. I talk about the Beachbody challenges that we do, but I also talk about a lot of other things because nobody just wants to go to a page where it's all just about Beachbody and all about selling things, right? It's how you have to learn how to, and I will help you, how to inspire people in all aspects of their life, how to motivate them to be the best version of themselves. As it says later, encouraging everyone, especially clients, to be the best version of themselves. You're sharing parts of your story. So each of you, there's something special about you that's different than the person next to you. And that's what you have to share. And it takes a little while, and you don't want to, throw it all out there in one post, but little breadcrumbs here and there. But if you're sharing your fitness journey as well, people will ask about it. The next thing, like I said, obviously encouraging everyone to be the best version of themselves. The next thing is hosting challenge groups. So every month we have a challenge group, and as a new coach, you just start in my challenge group as a challenger, and then you'll learn how I run them. And then once you have your own clientele, you can run your own challenge group. But essentially what it is it's an accountability and encouragement group. I try and make mine so we're transforming mind, body, and soul. Yeah, we're doing our workouts, but I'm also making sure to post inspirational things, motivational things, trying to talk to them about how to learn to love themselves. And some of that is in the challenge, and some of it's behind the scenes through messaging, just like how you doing, that type of thing. The next thing is being a product of the product. So I shared with you how I lost that weight. A lot of our coaches, they can be all over the fence. Some people, I've had a coach that started at 89 pounds that needed to gain weight. I've had coaches who have started at 300 pounds and needed to lose weight. So, but everyone needs to be a product of the product. And what that means is living a healthy lifestyle. Are you doing the Beachbody workouts? Does that mean that you have to work out 7 days a week? Well, I sure as heck hope not, because I don't work out 7 days a week. But I am trying to be an example of those things. And then also drinking your Shakeology every day. Shakeology is a meal replacement shake that is super good for you. It's packed full of vitamins and nutrients, gives natural energy. It aids in digestion. It's just absolutely the best part of my day. What else does it do? It makes motherhood so much better. Don't know how else to explain it, but it's super good for you. My doctor said I could drink it while I was pregnant and only have to take omega-3s and folic acid on the side, and it would replace my prenatals. That's how many vitamins it has in it. So how a power hour works, like I said, I try and get an hour in of work every day. So what I do, it's power of threes is what I consider. I send out messages. These aren't messages like, hey, I think you should buy this workout for me. No, it's like, hey, how are you doing? How is motherhood? How are your kids? How is your life? If they make a post that's like, I'm having a bad day, it's sending a message, hey girl, what's going on today? How can I pray for you? How, so it's really just being a good friend. Like I used to joke about like this song, like if I can make a living out of loving you, I'd be a millionaire, but in a week or two. I used to tell Tony all the time, like, why isn't that a job? Why can't I just make money loving people? And that's pretty much how I feel like Beachbody is literally that. Like you reach out to people and love on them and grow relationships. So it's stuff I feel like we should all be doing anyways. Posts. You want to post on social media, whether that's Facebook, whether that's Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter. I don't know. I mostly just do Facebook and Instagram is pretty not that much. But it's up to you. What you're going to do is you're going to post on social media. Like I said, you're going to share your story. You're going to basically just try and inspire people, I guess, if that makes sense. And then networking. I'm going to teach you how to meet people on the internet. The people that are on this call, I see Kyla, Ashley, and Lindsay have been on so far. Kyla, obviously, I met you, I think, through cloth diapering. Actually, I know because it was like right before you had your son. Lindsay, I met through cloth diapering too, but I think a different group. And Ashley, I actually went to high school with you, so that's how I know you. But I will teach you how to meet people on the internet and honestly just how to make friends. Now, some of these friends may never be interested in Beachbody, but who cares? Who doesn't like to make new friends? I absolutely love it. So do you need to be in shape to get started? No. Heck to the no. Like I said, I've had coaches that start at 300 pounds and coaches that started at 89 pounds. The girl who started at 89 pounds wanted to gain weight and be up to 110. She has successfully reached that goal. I have had coaches who have, along their journey, they've lost 70 pounds. That's as far as I've had coaches lose thus far. But essentially, the thing is you're sharing your journey where you're at. You don't have to be at that point where you're already perfect because that's intimidating sometimes. I know for myself, it's been a little scary and a little vulnerable to share some of those pictures of me while I've been on my journey. But those are the ones that I get the most positive response from, or people that they want to see a transition. And, it's not just when it's like Transformation Tuesday, it's not just a transformation of like your body and getting in shape. It's a transformation of your mind, like being stronger mentally than ever before, being able to do things that you never thought you could do. I mean, this whole thing is just literally a transformation, mind, body, and soul. As I said, it's just crazy. How do you make money? That's a great question. 25% commission on everything you sell. Challenge packs are a little bit more than that. I have not figured out the rhyme or reason. I would say probably 30 or 35. I'm not sure. But challenge packs are essentially a month supply of Shakeology and a workout program. So you make commission off of everything you sell, though, not just challenge packs. Home direct Shakeology every month. This helps me. I get several $100s a month just from people who drink Shakeology every month. They stay in my challenge groups, but they love Shakeology, and so they just keep drinking it. So, and honestly, the cool thing is, which obviously not trying to bash any other direct sales companies, but if you buy Tupperware, you're not going to go back because you ate your Tupperware. The next month, you probably still have your same Tupperware. So you're constantly looking for new clients. Whereas with Shakeology, they drink it and it's gone, and you make $30 off of that a month. So if you had, 10 people drinking Shakeology every month, that right there is $300. The next thing is building your team. Obviously, the cool thing about building your team is that it's completely different than any other network marketing company. People are always worried, is it a pyramid scheme? No, it's actually a teamwork model. Basically, I can put coaches under all of you, and then you put coaches under you as well. And any coach above you can put coaches under you. So we're all helping each other build this big, awesome team. So it's not like the people at the bottom, it's like, oh man, I'm at the bottom, I don't get any help. No, everybody above you can help you by putting more coaches under you. So it's really cool. Some of the benefits of going Emerald, which is literally just having 2 coaches under you, you get a team cycle bonus, and that's something I won't even explain right now because it's a little complicated, but just know that you get a bonus. You get free customers. So I'm sure you've seen infomercials about Beachbody. And in those commercials, Beachbody spends millions of dollars on advertising. And when somebody buys off of an infomercial, they are assigned to an Emerald coach. So, and again, I won't get into all of those details, but I just had somebody buy a challenge pack that was $275, and I made commission like $90 off of somebody I didn't even know this last week. So it's crazy how they are so willing to help us out. And like I said earlier, your upline helps build your downline. So don't feel like, oh my gosh, I'm at the bottom starting this. I'm going to put coaches under you, and you're going to put coaches under you, and we're all going to help each other. It's pretty cool. So why Beachbody over other programs? One, that teamwork model that I shared with you, you're not in this alone. We're all here to help everybody on our team. That's what has built such an amazing community and such close friends. No home parties. Holla. Everybody, I think, in the whole world hates home parties. Maybe not, but I sure as heck do. I used to sell something, I won't say what it is because I don't want to, if anybody ever sold it, I don't want their feelings to be hurt. But I used to have to go to home parties all the time. They were in the evenings. You know, they always talk about how it's great for when you have kids. Well, if your kids are in school, you pretty much will never see them again if you have to do home parties. And I had to do all of the ordering, which was super annoying. The cool thing is you give people your link and they order themselves. The next thing is online parties. Anybody else getting tired of getting blown up by LuLaRoe parties, Jamboree parties, all these parties you're invited to so often it blows up your phone and you just want to say, please stop inviting me to them? We won't do that to you. We will not ask you to ever do that. The next thing is you won't spam your friends. You're not going to ask any of your friends to buy something from you. You are going to try and inspire them. And when they ask you about the information, then you can present it to them. But it's not like, hey, please buy from me, please buy from me, please buy from me. We are in this to help our customers, not make them feel like they have to buy something. Free advertising, as I shared earlier, you get free advertising. Beachbody is constantly advertising. I actually just heard something on the radio the other day. The amazing team community. I'm telling you, this team is the very best team ever. When I hashtag best team ever, I truly mean it. Some of the most amazing men and women are on our team, and it's hard to make friends as adults, so it's such a blessing to have such wonderful people. It's a young company that's growing fast. I mean, the cool thing is that they're constantly coming up with new exciting things to keep this company growing, and it's just so stinking exciting. I love it, every single second of it. Cost to get started. So there's either a $40 coaching fee, which that's honestly, I never sign anyone up with that because it's a complete waste of money. You don't get anything for it. So how are you going to ever sell anything if you never know what the products are? The next thing is the cheapest challenge pack is $140. There are challenge packs that range all the way, like I said, from 140 to I think the ultimate reset is like 275. But the very cheapest option, if you're like, I want to get started, it's the very cheapest option. It's not going to be a super awesome workout, but you can get started with it and you will still have results. But by far the best value one is the all access pass, because you get every single Beachbody program ever and a month supply of Shakeology. Also the cheapest challenge pack, you get a month supply of Shakeology, but you get every single Beachbody workout ever. I mean, for an entire year. I mean, you can start with, like, I literally, for my new coaches and my customers, I walk them through from the beginning to where are they starting in their health and fitness journey to where they're going. They have over $6,000 worth of programs. It's absolutely ridiculous and amazing at the same time. That one's by far the best value. I know not everyone can get started that way though. Reasons to become a coach. Unlimited income based on how hard you work. When I worked at Indiana Wesleyan University, I was only going to ever make $38,000 a year. That's it. There was no way I was ever going to get a raise because I couldn't afford it. In fact, every year when taxes went up, I started making less. Whereas with this job, the harder I work, the more potential and the more money I can make. As you can see, like I said, my first month I made like $200. And then last week I made $945 in 1 week. It's unlimited. Andrea Crowder, who's one of the, like I said, she's the founder of the Misfit Republic. A few years ago, she posted that her income, she made $38,000 in July. Like 1 month, $38,000. Maybe that's not your goal. That's okay. I'm probably never going to make that much, and that's okay with me, but it is completely unlimited. I just want you to know that there is potential. You can go as high as you want if you want to. Free prizes, vacations, bonuses. I give out free prizes constantly, but Beachbody also gives out free prizes. Every single month you hit Success Club, you get a free prize. Free vacations. I actually won a free vacation to Punta Cana this year, which I can't go because our daughter is not adopted yet, so she can't leave the country, but I did win it. So there is that option too. And then also just bonuses. There's tons of ways. Like I said, team cycle bonus, matching bonus, lots of bonuses. Everyone loves bonuses. Changing your own life. The biggest thing about Beachbody is that you learn so much about personal development and positive mindset and just really being able to dream again. Like, I don't know about you guys, but when I was living paycheck to paycheck and just like struggling to pay the bills and, you know, wondering how we're going to do one thing to the next, to this last summer, both transmissions went on our vehicles. And yeah, it totally sucked to have to pay over $4,000 for both of them. But for the first time in our life, we were able to. So, I mean, that's huge. But it's also, like I said, it's not just financial. It's just like, I finally believe in myself. I believe that I can change the world, and being able to change others' lives, being able to have coaches who were once working, who can now stay home with their kids. It's the best feeling ever to see girls who have lost 70 pounds that feel confident, who feel beautiful. It's addicting. I will warn you, it's very addicting. Living a healthier life with more accountability. I can tell you, once I hit my health and fitness goal, if I was not a coach, I probably would have stayed right there and started kind of creeping in my old ways. But the cool thing about this is that you have to stay more accountable to your healthy lifestyle, which is good because I want to be able to, you know, live to an old age to take care of my kids. And so it kind of forces me to. You can make your own schedule. So for me, I have 3 kids under 3. I'm not working when they're awake. It's impossible. So I get my work done after they go to sleep or during nap time. One of my kids are a little bit older and can entertain themselves a little bit better. It'll be different and I can work more. But the cool thing is you can completely make your own schedule. You're also surrounded by positive goal reaching people. Anybody working a job where it's just negativity constantly, you're not going to have that here. You're going to have a bunch of people who just want to go change the world, and it's amazing. Okay, now I'm going to stop sharing so we can all look at each other's beautiful faces, even though I don't think anyone has their screen on. Let's see. I'm going to stop the recording.